Yo, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, man? You know, I got my Trump hat on. Trump 2024, man. Let's get it. First and foremost, man, like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Foreign Insight. Let's get it. Today, let's have a very interesting conversation with this lady, Kamala Harris. As we know, it's been hurricanes hitting Florida and basically hitting the southern states for the last few weeks, right? And my prayers goes out to those victims of the hurricane. A lot of lives were lost. People lost their power. People lost their homes. It's really a bad time right now. But I find it very, very interesting that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will give millions upon millions upon millions to migrants, illegal and legal migrants, giving them shelter, giving them benefit cards with money on it, paying people to take migrants in their homes. Then they're also funding wars. They're giving money to Israel. They're giving money to Ukraine. And they're giving them billions. But then you turn around and give the American people crumbs in this serious situation they're living in right now. If that's not a slap in your face, then I don't know. Matter of fact, ain't about a slap. That's a Van Damme blood sport kick. This is very disrespectful. I really feel a way behind this. See, I sneeze because I feel the way behind that. But you know what else crazy though? I feel another sneeze about to come on, but it stopped. But I really feel a way behind that. Not only that, so she makes it political. She says she reached out to RON DeSantis and he ignored her calls. How is that even newsworthy? How is that even newsworthy? But matter of fact, let's take a look at exactly what she said about RON DeSantis.
Governor DeSantis, NBC is reporting Governor DeSantis is ignoring your calls on hurricanes, resources, and help. How does that hurt the situation here?
You know, moments of crisis, if nothing else, should really be the moment that anyone who calls themselves a leader says they're going to put politics aside and put the people first. People are in desperate need of support right now, and playing political games with this moment in these crisis situations, these are the height of emergency situations, is just utterly irresponsible, and it is selfish, and it is about political gamesmanship instead of doing the job that you took an oath to do, which is to put the people first.
Madam Vice President.
So, who's actually playing the political game? It's you right now by turning it political. You're complaining about he didn't return your phone call dealing with a hurricane, but he have bigger fish to fry. He's worrying about his city, his town, his state, his people. So you're making it about you, and he's focused on people who need the help. How about he was busy taking care of what he had to take care of? But no, you turn around and make it political because you want people to feel sorry for you because you want clout for your campaign. This is wild. But with that being said, let's look at what RON DeSantis said.
We've been laser focused on leveraging all resources available, including from the federal government. And I've been in touch with both FEMA and the president, as well as marshaling all our state agencies and working to support our local communities. And so for Kamala Harris to try to say that my sole focus on the people of Florida is somehow selfish is delusional. She has no role in this. In fact, she's been vice president for 3.5 years. I've dealt with a number of storms under this administration. She has never contributed anything to any of these efforts. And so what I think is selfish is her trying to blunder into this.
Wow.
No. And here's the thing. She has no role. No, she has no role in this process. I'm in contact with the president of the United States. I'm in contact with FEMA director. I'm obviously managing all.
See? He said she never reached out to him as VP before when he was going through storms and hurricanes for the last few years. But now that she's running for president, she reached out to him all of a sudden. That's kind of like you're overstepping the president. To me, it feels like it's a feud between Kamala and Biden. To me, I could be wrong, but let it continue.
Our state agencies, we're supporting all our local government. And I will say this. I've had storms under both President Trump and President Biden, and I've worked well with both of them. She's the first one who's trying to politicize the storm, and she's doing that just because of her campaign. She's trying to get some type of an edge. She knows she's doing poorly, and so she's playing these political games. I don't have time for political games. I've got people whose lives are on the line. I've got people whose homes and their possessions are on the line, and we are focused 100% on that mission. I'm not worried about playing her political games. And so she is being selfish by trying to blunder into this when we're working just fine.
He just destroyed her. He destroyed her. He's 100% correct. She's so focused on trying to be victim. I reached out to them, but he reached out to me. He's selfish. You're selfish, but making this political. Just go do it, if that's the case. But let's look what Joe Biden had to say because he responded.
And last night I spoke again with the governor of Florida, DeSantis, and Tampa Mayor Castro, Castor. And I made it clear to them they should reach out, including to me directly, with everything else they may need as they see this storm hits. I gave them my personal number to contact me here in the White House. Most importantly, I've urged everyone currently located in Hurricane Milton's path to listen to local officials and follow safety instructions.
Wow. So, Ron DeSantis have Joe Biden's personal number, and they speak, and Biden helps DeSantis out right now. So if Biden is the active president and he's directly helping DeSantis via phone conversations, direct line, what do Ron DeSantis have? How would it benefit the people of Florida to communicate with Kamala Harris when he have the boss direct number and they're already working together? How would that benefit Ron DeSantis and the people of Florida? But last time I checked, people kept saying, but VP don't have power. VP don't have power, the president. So what can she do, by your logic, that a VP don't have power? What can the VP do to help Florida, residents of Florida, and Ron DeSantis, when in fact he's speaking to the powerful man himself, which is Biden? Do I make sense right now? Talking about the people, because I think VPs have power. But for the people who are saying VPs don't have power, that's what I'm saying. She can't do nothing. She only vice president. So what can she do to help Ron DeSantis if she don't got power? Nothing, right? So you reach out to him to basically try to overstep Joe Biden. He's already speaking to Joe Biden. He's already getting help from Joe Biden. What are you talking about, Kamala Harris? I don't even know how y'all people out there can literally trust this woman. She's doing so bad in interviews. She's doing bad at interviews. to the point that they have to edit answers out to make it seem away. I'm going to give y'all a snippet, a clip of what I'm talking about.
That Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
Well, Bill, the work that we have done has resulted in a number of movements in that region by Israel that were very much prompted by or a result of many things, including our advocacy for what needs to happen in the region.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
We're not going to stop pursuing what is necessary for the United States to be clear about where we stand on the need for this war to end.
But it's
You see, if you don't watch these things live and you watch it on the replay, most of the time they edit things to play with viewers' brains and intelligence. You got to be quick. If they got to keep editing answers like this to save her, to make it look good, then that's not really a good candidate. And on a different note, I want to ask a serious question out there to the people out there. Because Kamala Harris, one of her policies she's leading on is women's rights and women reproductive systems, right? And we know what that means, AB, or smortions. Because these channels you can't even say the full word, which is kind of crazy. But anywho, I want to ask y'all a question. How is it a woman's right to have ABs or smortions that's preventing future women from existing? I'm asking it again. How is it a woman's right to have an AB that will then, in return, prevent future women from existence? How is that a woman's right? For the people out back there who ain't gonna get what I'm saying to you is, how is it a woman's right to the boy, a little girl, who will never grow up to become a woman in the future? How is that a right? This makes no sense to me at all. And then you have a bunch of, then they talking about the $6,000 per credit for the child the first year. And in a lot of cases, especially in the black community, we notice a lot of people have babies for checks and money. Not saying all, but a lot of them do this. They have babies because they get incentivized to have have babies for checks, right? So if they're doing it now for less, they're probably going to do it more now because they're getting $6,000, right? So either side who says that is kind of incentivizing people to have children. Unfortunately, some people just having children just for the incentive itself, not in good faith, right? So now you're going to have a bunch of women out here. Some women over here already having a bunch of babies just because they want checks. They're not working. They're getting all kind of WIC checks and WIC program things and other government assistance checks. They're out here having babies like Master Mode from X-Men. They're just producing baby after baby after baby after baby after baby. And then they become Master Mode and brainwash their children to violence. Your father ain't shit. Look at your father. And the babies get mad. When they grow up, they become violent people because of Master Mode. Well, I'm just saying, if you have a hard time with the AB conversation and people keep saying a man shouldn't have a say-so in AB conversations, that is the most childish-ish argument someone can say. Because that's the man's seed inside of a woman. The baby has the men DNA and it has the woman DNA. So that's like me saying, yo, I bought the food and I'm going to put it in your oven, and I leave out the house, and you tell me, you have no say on this food in this oven. It's my house. What? I do. It's my food. I bought the food here so you can cook it. So we both have somewhat of a say. You can't say I don't have a say because the food is being cooked in your house. But I actually purchased the food, though, and brought it there for us to eat together. You can't tell me I don't have say-so on the food that I bought. Makes no sense. And a lot of women don't want to take accountability for getting pregnant, right? Now, don't get me wrong. The men who out there humping unprotected is also to blame. I'm never going to say it's all women. Nope, because it takes two to tango. I 100% agree with that, right? But a lot of women are allowing the same group of men to intercourse with them unprotected. Let me give y'all a simple analogy. When you was a kid and you had company come over, your friends from school or next door neighbor come over to your house, and your neighbors mess up your room, they throw stuff around and go crazy, and then they go home to their home, and that's it, and leave you with the mess to clean up. Who do your mother blame for your room being dirty? You or your company? She's going to blame you, right? So, who do you blame for letting company go reckless inside of your womb? The company or you? Because guess what? After he shoot off that milk inside you, he get to get up, put up his pants, and go home or even move across town. You're stuck with the morning after sickness. You're stuck with your body having a chemical imbalance and dealing with a pregnancy for 9 months. You're stuck going back and forth to doctor visits and making a choice if you want to A, B, or keep it. So it's your responsibility as a woman to control what's coming in your body. I had a nurse one day tell me that, you know what? Forget about it. All I'm going to say is this. Why do women expect men to be more responsible with their body than themselves? Meaning, they expect the man to bring the condom to them versus them having their own condom for their own body. Why would you put the responsibility on another person on your own body more than yourself? Meaning, they want the guy to bring a condom. I'm cool with that. And I always ask women out there, when you have sex, do you primarily use male condoms or female condoms? They told me they stopped making female condoms. There was a nurse on TikTok who told me they don't make female condoms. That I think it's called IUD. Is a birth. She said IUD is a new female condom / birth control. I said no, it's not. It's birth control. She said they don't make female condoms no more. So please tell me, what is this? What is this then? What is this? If they don't make female condoms no more, then how did a male get a female condom? Male condom, female condom. What are we talking about? Oh, they're too expensive. What? It's free at your local clinic or even at the hospital and even some pharmacies. These things are free. Y'all making all kind of excuses just to hump raw. I make sure everything I make's raw. I make sure everything I make's raw. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Making all kind of excuses. Oh, it's too expensive. Let me tell you how dumb that sounds. You're saying a female condom is too expensive for your life, for your body. What's more expensive, a female condom or HIV medication? What's more expensive, a female condom or STD medication? What's more expensive, a female condom or ABs? Y'all can afford Balenciaga, Gucci, girls trips to Miami, girls trips to Vegas, BRT weekend to Atlantic City, Memorial weekend to Miami, Vegas, Cancun, and you can't afford a free female condom? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? A bunch of big children from the men and the females. I know I went on a different rant, I'm sorry, but it came from Kamala Harris' AB conversations of women's rights. I went down a rabbit hole. I'm sorry, forgive me. Forgive me. With that being said, man, I didn't put my female condom back and my male condom together. Later. That's so stupid.